Oh, nice to see you again. I hope you're having a great week. Today, we're going to be talking about our focus. There is a nice saying that I like. It says, wherever your focus goes, your energy flows. A crisis has the power to bring the best or the worst out of any person. It all depends where is the focus. Now think about it. There is always something to fear if you are looking for it. And now we don't have to look very far because the whole world struggles with COVID-19. It's okay to be afraid sometimes, but you don't have to stay there. Courage is not the absence of fear. Because the truth is that it doesn't matter how you feel, with courage, you can take action anyway because it's the right thing to do. Now, all successful people operate this way. Leaders also have fears, but they don't let their fears and their doubts stop them from doing what is right. And now, more than any other time in history, it is extremely important that we learn to control our focus. It seems like most people now are focused on the problems we're facing. But if you don't watch out, if you're only focusing on what is wrong, you're going to have mental issues because something is wrong every single day. The good news is that you can also focus on what is good and what is right. Because we usually experience whatever we concentrate in the moment. Whatever we focus, whatever we concentrate becomes our reality the moment that we are thinking about it. Another important point I want to mention is that please do not allow the media to direct your focus. I mean, it's usually pretty negative. And let's not forget there is a lot of great things happening in the world right now as well. Not only death and suffering. Another thing to remember is that about 85% of the things we worry about actually never happen. It's kind of interesting. There is a saying from Onassis, Aristotle Onassis. He said, "It is during our darkest moments that we must see the light." Remember that. It's during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Okay? So today I want to talk a little bit more about, learning to control what we're focusing on. What are you focusing on? What does it mean? And most important, what are you planning to do about it? Most people have a subconscious emotional weakness, such as fear, anger, guilt, and sometimes a crisis triggers that vulnerability or that weakness in a person. And this is why people react different ways to the same situations. Like right now during the pandemic, some people are worrying, other people are fearful, other people are upset, other people maybe feel guilty they cannot be with their loved ones. The sad thing is that some people can be very comfortable with that negative state of mind because that's where they live most of the time. But you can change that if you change your focus. Now, there are three questions I want to ask you today. Number one is, do you usually focus on what you have or in what is missing in your life? Think about it. And after this seminar, get pen and paper and go over these questions again this weekend because it's very important. Number two, do you often focus on what you can control or in the things you cannot control? Hmm. And number three, do you usually focus on the past or in the future? These three are very important questions, so please take the time to answer them honestly because it will really help you. If you mostly focus on what is missing in your life, in what you cannot control, and in the past, you will have trouble. Because, like I told you before, focus equals reality, even if it's not real. Because most of our troubles are in our imagination anyway, most of which never happen. But when you're thinking about it, it becomes very real to you. So, what is your primary focus? If you're always thinking what is missing in your life, how can you be happy? You must train yourself to focus on the things that you have, your blessings, and be grateful for it. Practice gratitude. Every morning, wake up, and the first thing you do is you name 5 things you are grateful for. There is so much to be thankful in our lives. Likewise, if you're mostly focusing on what you cannot control, you also gonna have problems, and it can lead to depression actually. Some people even become addicted and become alcoholics, all sort of mental issues because they're worrying, freaking out about things that they have zero control. When you think about it, it's so stupid, but actually people do that. Negative emotions can dominate your life to the point where they can destroy you. This is why it's so important to take note of the things. It's not a joke. Now let's talk about the past. Can you change the past? No. No matter how much you think about it, regrets are a waste of human potential. You cannot change the past, period. So we must focus on the future. We must focus on creating a compelling vision for the future, for our lives. At the same time, we need to live today with all your 5 senses. Be present in the moment because there is so much good in it if we look for it. Just look around you. Look at your loved ones. So we're doing all the things all the time. From the moment we wake up in the morning, we are deciding what to focus on. And then we give a meaning to the things happening to us. And we act accordingly. Now, if this meaning is positive or negative, then you will act accordingly. Is life trying to destroy you? Or is life challenging you? Is the end? Or is the beginning of a great new life? It all depends where your focus is. And let us be very clear at this point. Negative emotions will be the main reason for your failures. This is in the last 2-3 weeks I've been harping about this theme of your mental state. It's extremely important. Now, people like formulas. Okay, I'll give you 2 formulas. You want to know the sure formula for defeat? Okay, focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you cannot control. And focus in the past that you cannot change. That's it. And the formula for success is the opposite. Focus in what you have and be grateful for it. Focus only on what is under your control and develop a compelling vision for your future. Now, some people told me, actually yesterday I was on the phone with someone I'm coaching, and he was saying, you know, I've been thinking in a negative way for so long that it's so hard to change. And actually it's true. Some people have this ingrained habit of thinking negative, focusing on the bad things, and looking for problems. They enjoy it, but they're miserable at the same time. And he was telling me, I don't think I can change. Anyone can change. You just have to decide to do it. You can develop this character that you want to overcome problems and do unbelievable things. You can learn to see the world with different eyes, see the possibilities that others cannot see. You can do something others cannot do or even want to do. Okay? Learn to control how you respond to adversity. Decide that you won't allow problems to drag you down. Step up. Develop those tools to succeed and to have a positive impact in this world. Believe and act as if it is impossible to fail. You can become an example of someone that attempts the impossible, that has dreams to achieve, even when the road ahead seems complicated and full of obstacles like right now. Everyone has capacities. Everyone has unique abilities. You are creative, you know how to persevere, and you focus. That's the key word. If you focus on what you can control and know how to take action. Are you willing to live for something greater than yourself? A leader doesn't follow what the culture tells him. A true leader creates his own culture. You are not the victim of your circumstances. You are the master of your circumstances, the creator of your circumstances. The environment does not control you. The real control is here. What is inside of you? What you are focusing on. What meaning you are giving to things. And what you are doing about it. Your faith. Your skills. Okay, so let's find a higher meaning this week. And remember, the only limits are the ones that you put upon yourself. Okay? Anyway, I hope that helped today. I love you. Please have a great weekend. And if you like this video, please leave some comments below. I would like to hear what you think. And remember, whatever you do, never give up. Bye-bye.